Obviously Goodwood is the main attraction this week, but the Galway Festival will command most attention in Ireland, and as ever Dermot Weld is the trainer to look out for. He's suggested that he doesn't have the team he might have had in other years this year, and that the ground will affect his team, but one expects him nevertheless to have a very good week. And my nap for the festival is a horse of Dermot Weld's, Along Came Casey, in the 3 o'clock on the Thursday. It looks a fairly winnable handicap, over a mile and 100 yards. Along Came Casey was laid out for Galway last year. I'm pretty sure it's the same story again this year, and she should be hard to beat.
Well, the weather's glorious outside, and Glorious Goodwood is upon us. It's Galway also, but I think the best bet runs at Goodwood, and it could be IZZI Top in the Nassau Stakes. John Gosden's absolutely flying this season, can't do anything wrong, and IZZI Top reminds me a lot of her dam's IZZI Top, who improved an awful lot with experience and age, and IZZI Top has been better than ever this season. Finished third in the Oaks last season, but is unbeaten since. Has won 3 out of 3 this term. Easy win in the Pretty Polly last time on soft ground. Any ground comes alike to her, don't matter whether it's fast or soft, she just flies through it, and there should be further improvement to come, judging by the way her dam continued to improve. You would expect IZZI Top will continue to improve along the same way. She should win the Nassau Stakes.
Right, my nap at Glorious Goodwood next week comes in Saturday's Stewards Cup, and it's George Markson's Imperial Guest, who looks a big price to win the 6 furlong handicap. He's ran some 3 good races this year. Was unlucky not to win at Ascot last time. Over 6 furlongs on slowish ground. He's much better on quicker ground. He'll need just a couple to come out to sneak in at the bottom of the weights. Of course, if he doesn't get in, he can always go for the consolation race on Friday. But I'm hoping he gets into the big one on Saturday, where he does look overpriced.
The best bet at Glorious Goodwood looks like being CHACHAMAIDEE in the Lennox Stakes on Tuesday. She's a top-class filly who just doesn't quite get home over a mile, as she showed at Royal Ascot. This time she's dropping back to 7 furlongs, and it looks like Strong Suit is going to France, so she only has a bunch of relatively exposed colts to deal with. I think she's a proper Group 1 filly, and she won at the course very easily last year. I think she'll do so again.
My best bet at Glorious Goodwood is the Queen's Estimate. She's a rapidly improving filly, and she won at Salisbury 2 starts ago before going for the Queen's Vase at Royal Ascot last time, winning easily. The further she went there, the better she got. She stays very, very well, and although the ground might be quite quick at Goodwood next week, I think she'll cope with it fine. She's a filly on the up, it's the Queen's Estimate, and she's going to win the Lily Langtry Stakes at Glorious Goodwood next week.
The bet I advise you to strike this season at Goodwood is to back Richard Hughes to be top jockey. If you shop around, you can get a bit of 5 to 2. He's as short as 6 to 4 with some firms. Hughes has been top rider at the meeting. In the last 2 seasons, I'm expecting him to make it a hat-trick. He rode 9 winners 2 years ago. He might not be able to match that this time, but I've heard the rider's confident of at least bagging 5 wins, which might be enough. He's ridden more winners at the course than any other jockey this millennium, and I think he's a good value bet at 5 to 2.
Well, the horse that I fancy in the Stewards Cup at Goodwood is Dungannon. We've got a lightly raced horse that's open to improvement, and when you look at the prices, it's 25 to 1 for the race, which is really quite good considering you've got a horse that was 5th in the Wokingham, having been bumped in that race over 6 furlongs, and then was 5th leading its group at Ascot last time out. I think it'll be spot on for this race, and as I say, 25 to 1 each way is a cracking opportunity.
At Galway on Monday, I like the chance of the Philip Fenton trained CAIM Hill in the 5:35, the big race on the opening day of the Galway Festival. It's the Carlton Hotel, Galway City, amateur riders handicap, €70,000 race. CAIM Hill was a smart novice chaser a couple of seasons back. He's come back this year. He's won twice on the flat at Wexford and Limerick before winning the Midlands National. I was fancying him a little bit for the Galway Plate on Wednesday, but the word is that he's going to run in this amateur flat race on Monday. I think he's still quite well handicapped, and he's my pick on the opening day at Galway. I'd have respect for Earl's Quarter in the same race, but CAIM Hill is the one.